might have already said this. In fact, I think I probably have done, and then I've decided to do another intro for it again now. But welcome to, or welcome back to 4F Beauty. When will I be YouTube famous? I don't know. But today's video is another viewer request. I've done my evening skincare routine. This is my morning skincare routine using all of these. So, if you want to find out how I keep my skin looking, let's face it, pretty damn good for a 44-year-old, then you are in exactly the right place. Don't go anywhere, because here comes my tutorial on exactly what I do with my skin every morning. And I think you're probably going to get welcomed to the channel again, unless I remember and cut that bit out, in which case none of this bit will make sense. But then what does make sense on my channel? Here comes. Hey, welcome or welcome back to 4F Beauty. When will I be YouTube famous? I don't know. But I've done my evening skincare routine, and I've been asked to show my morning skincare routine. So that's what I'm going to do. There's a number of different products that I use. I'm going to show you them all now, so that when I zoom in I don't have to try and get products in shot, if that makes sense. Lip scrub, I'm going to be using the Jeffree Star Chocolate Coated Strawberries today. Nipple cream, bear with. Jade roller. This is a serum that I can't show you the details of because I'm actually in a testing group for it at the moment. But this is for fine lines and also for reducing staining and discoloration on the face. And obviously I've got the like a tea bag staining around here and here, and that has actually been doing really well at fading it, but unfortunately I can't tell you the details of it at the moment. The Ordinary caffeine solution, Olay Complete Day Fluid with SPF 15 for normal oily skin. Face wipes, which these are the ones that I get from Iceland because they have vitamin C, pro-vitamin B5 and nourish mature skin. And this one's the Garnier Micellar Water for combination and sensitive skin. Right, so that's the products that I'm going to be using. I'll just grab a couple of these little cotton rounds and I will zoom you in and talk you through my morning skincare routine, because normally at the beginning of my videos I go, I have moisturised, or I have cleansed and moisturised. This is what I do before I start any of my videos. This is what I do every morning. Okay? Let's get you zoomed in. Now, normally my skin's not too bad. I have had a little visitor here, which is a hormonal visitor. Thanks for that. But most of the time my skin's not too bad. So I'm going to go into this lip scrub from Jeffree. Oh, it smells amazing. And the beauty with the Jeffree ones is they're actually edible. So I take a little bit on my nail and then just gently rub this over my lips. And just for Hayley. So, not all lip scrubs are edible. Don't do that if they're not. But these are also gentle enough that when I've had a little visitor and it's now gone but it's left that dry patch of skin, I actually use a little bit of this lip scrub to do a physical exfoliation of the area. This one I don't eat. Let me get that, hang on. That was fun. Right, having cleaned the lid, I'll put it back on again. Pop that away. And I'm going to grab a face wipe. And just make sure I've got all the sugar off of my skin. I then go in with nipple cream. Now, this I think cost me 95p about 6 months ago, and I've barely used any of it. I have issues with lip salves because I'm yet to find one that doesn't actually make my lips feel drier after I've put them on. Now, there is a conspiracy theory that lip salve companies are putting things in their lip salve to actually initially give the feeling of moisturisation, but then to dry out the underlying layers so that you have to reapply more of their product. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but all I'm saying is that 95p tube of nipple cream has done better for my lips than any other lip salve, lip balm that I've used, and I've used a lot over the years. Right, the next stage, because obviously I want that to soak into my lips, is Jade Roller. But before we use that, I want to clear any grease and oil off of my skin that's formed overnight, because I don't use soap on my skin. I haven't used soap on my skin since I was about 12, and I discovered Clearasil in the 80s. So micellar water onto a cotton pad. And I initially sweep around the perimeter of my face, and then through my oily T-zone, being careful not to wipe the nipple balm off of my lips. And then being very careful on the skin around my eyes. Obviously we don't want to pull the skin on our eyes too much at all. And you can see that has brought off some overnight grease that's accumulated on my face. So, once I've gone over it with my micellar water, I then use my Jade Roller, and it has two sizes. It has the larger end and the smaller end. Now I start with the larger end. Initially when I saw this, when it was being touted everywhere, it was supposedly sort of like training your muscles and helping prevent wrinkles. I don't know about any of that, but what I do know is it's very soothing, especially if you've got a headache or a migraine coming. This helps considerably because the jade stays cool. And I feel, I mean I could be wrong, it could be a placebo effect, but I feel that after using this, my skin cream absorbs quicker and more efficiently. I feel like I get more benefit from my skin cream. I have no idea if it's actually doing anything for my wrinkles because I've only been using this for about 6 months, so it's way too soon to tell. But I start off in the middle of my forehead and then kind of always coming back to that central point. And I'm not putting any pressure on the roller at all, I'm literally just using the weight of the roller itself across my skin. And then this is the bit that really helps if you've got a headache. Just gently up and down here on your temples. It's lovely and refreshing, and I promise you this hasn't been in the fridge or anything. But it's so cool. I wish you could feel how cool this is. And then sweeping out from the nose. I also find this helps in terms of depuffing my eyes if my eyes are a bit, hay fevery or along the jawline. And then repeating this side, sweeping gently away from the nose and back again. And you can see from the fact that my skin is going a little bit pink, it is actually stimulating my skin cells. And then I switch to the smaller side. I do this bit. The only thing that annoys me with this is that it does stick out quite a bit here and here, so it can be quite difficult when you want to try and get right under your eyes with it. So be careful if yours sticks out like mine does. But I like to roll on my smile lines here. And then switch to the large one again for across the chin. Back to the smaller side, and I go down the sides of the nose and really work over the skin there. And then gently under the eyes, and ever so gently, barely even touching your skin as you go across your eyeball. And I really can't stress that firmly enough. Do not put pressure on your eye when you are doing this. If at any point when you're doing this across your eye it hurts, stop straight away. And then a final sort of chin to temple sweep. And then, in case that rollering has stimulated any oils in my skin, I fold the pad in half, add a wee bit more micellar water, and just do one final wipe over my skin to make sure that if it has stimulated any oils, they're removed before I put cream on. Yeah, and it has brought a little bit of grease off. Right, the next thing I do is serums. Now obviously I can't let you know what's in this one, but as soon as I finish this one I'm going to be starting the one that I got in my Avon mystery box, and I use about that much and just gently, because obviously this is designed for targeting discoloration as well, so I continue it up there and ever so gently rub it into the side of my eyes there. Again, tiny amount. You don't need to overload your skin with serums. They are super concentrated, that's why they're in a smaller container than a face cream is, because they are designed to be targeting. Right, I'm now going to go in with my ordinary caffeine oil or caffeine solution. This is high solubility caffeine and green tea catechin. So I squeegee up a complete pipette of that. 1 drop goes into the outside of my eye here for my wrinkles. 1 drop goes underneath my eye because the caffeine is meant to help with dark circles and reducing puffiness. 1 drop on the smile lines or crow's feet this side. Again, 1 drop on the under eye this side, and I carry it up to this little dimple here because that also gets quite dark. At least on me it does. And then I just literally take some of the oil off the edge of it and put it on that frown line, just there, because I just want to give that a little bit of extra moisturisation. And then I do exactly the same, just lay my finger on the side for my smile line here, and again my smile line there, and then 1 drop for my nose, because although my nose is my oiliest part, the reason that you have oily skin is because it's overproducing oil because it feels too dry. I know that sounds weird, but although I have issues with my nose being greasy, I do get very, very dry patches just here, just where it meets my skin on my nose, or on my face. So I like to put just a little bit of the caffeine oil on there. And this is what I do every morning, regardless of whether I'm putting makeup on that day or not. Then I go in with my day cream. I like this Olay one, it's nice and light. It absorbs quickly. I put that much and wipe it across my forehead. And then that much, wipe it down my nose. And whatever's left on my finger goes across my top lip. That amount goes on my chin, and then a slightly larger amount goes on each cheek. So you can see you don't need to overload your skin with creams, because if you put too much on, then you're going to get the situation that your makeup isn't going to stick, and your skin can only absorb so much. And then when I do this here, I also run my fingers across my eyes so that it adds the sun cream there as well. Now, if I had a day cream that didn't have sun cream in it, I would now be applying sunscreen. However, the Olay one that I've just used has SPF 15 in. Yeah, the only thing it actually says on the bottle is avoid getting into your eyes. Well, obviously. But it's the Olay Complete range, and as I said, it's for normal to oily skin because I have got combo skin. And that's it. That is my moisturisation skincare routine for the morning done. If I'm going to be wearing makeup, I would now apply this. which I will do off camera in just a moment because I am going to be filming hopefully another couple of videos today. But yeah, that's literally my skincare for the morning routine. I hope you found that helpful. I hope it's been informative. I will just put these two back up on screen just so that you can see which ones I'm using, so you can get a screen grab of that. There we go. Right, I hope you found that helpful. If you did, do please hit that like button for me, comment, subscribe, share. If you are subscribed and you've hit that bell, just make sure you've still got the bell, because YouTube does keep unticking it for a lot of people. All that remains for me to say is stay fabulous, folks. Bye for now.